I've never done a train. Lol. Hello friends, welcome back to ReddX, Trace Amounts of Science. Today we're getting into some r/nice guys, and it's been a while. It's high time that we did it. We try and get in here at least once a week. It's juicy. We got some good ones for you today. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. What else do I gotta say? So yeah, starting the chat with Redacted. Let's get sushi tomorrow at 8. Well, we're black and white. If you're lucky, we'll get carnivorous after. Tongue emoji. Yeah, he stuck a little panda emoji there too. Oh, he's so cutesy. He's so fun. We're gonna have so much fun together. Right before I pressure you into bad decisions because I paid $40 for sushi. He says, you didn't communicate or make a decision. I guess you're not goofy or adventurous. See, he's trying to put on airs. He's trying to become this person that he's really not. I fucking see you. Like, I out of 2 emojis, I read your soul. Do you understand? That makes you an emotionally immature hypocrite with 5 red flags, according to your own standards. Shrug emoji. I wish I could see OP's bio, if she's pointing out red flags or what. Honestly, if you didn't want to go on the date, you could just say that. That would be fine. Thought I was too forward? You have lingerie pics, devil emoji, and figuring out my dating on your profile. I've got more than enough green flags and women in my DMs to respectfully give you the reality check you deserve. Middle finger emoji laughing with tears. Bro, you're really out here trying too hard, you know that, right? Now go find another fuckboy and wallow in your own misery some more. I'm so sick of entitled women who can't even provide half of what they ask for. There, he really is like just super mad about it. She didn't want to get sushi. What the fuck is wrong with you? Unmatched when you read this. I haven't unmatched only because you deserve to hear it. Okay, well, here's something that you deserve to hear. You're an entitled individual. Nobody owes you their fucking time or attention. Throwing a little bitch boy baby fit about it makes me only feel justified that I made the right choice, okay? Anyway, OP finally responds and says, sorry, I work overnight and my dog got put down. Wasn't really thinking about dating apps. Yeah. That's a good excuse. Is he gonna wind it back? No, he's in too deep now. You really think I'm that fucking stupid? You have a cat. You respond right away when I call you on your BS. Have fun collecting matches like baseball cards. I don't mess with liars, excuses, or hypocrites. If your dog actually died, like, I'm pretty sorry to hear that, but I have enough self-respect to not even want to bang you anymore. Yes, not wanting to bang essentially what's a random stranger. That's a good amount of self-respect right there. Your whole shit's fucked up, man. Like, if you had any self-respect, you probably wouldn't be on the dating apps. I understand it's an easy way to try and whatever, but I don't think there's truly anybody worth meeting on there. If there is, she gets snatched off there in like a day. You gotta have cosmic luck. My wife was literally on dating apps for like 2 days. Like, yeah, I got lucky. What do you want? I don't think the vast majority of interactions on dating apps are good. Although my perspective's probably skewed by shit like this. Anyway, he says, you're on here for attention. And OP says, attend to these nuts, bitch. She says, suck it, you immature a-hole. Okay. All right, settle down there, kids. Well, we don't need to do all that. I do like that the D's nuts came out of left field, you know. Essentially, OP said nothing while he stood there and like showed his whole ass. I know you think you're making yourself look awesome. You're making this entire situation better, but you ain't. I gotta be real honest with you and say this is not the way to go, friend. She didn't want to take sushi. Okay, no sushi. That's fine. If you got so many matches, I don't think you'd be taking it this hard, personally. We'll get the Gummonses in here nice and early, I think, and see what they think about this post.
Me see whole meltdown in 4K. This man start like, let's get sushi, and end like, I diagnose you with hypocrisy. Bro, this is not dating. This is a PowerPoint presentation on why he alone. Gubbins.
Yeah, we called all that out. You can't see the problems within yourself. I hope he stumbles on this video. I hope it really makes him question his existence. How about you, Dark One? What did you think about all that?
He doesn't want love. He wants submission. When she laughs, it wounds him. When she ignores, it unmasks him. This is the final form of a man who confuses boundaries with insults. May he one day meet self-awareness in the alley behind his dignity. Dark Gubbins.
The alley behind his dignity? That's like, it's like the Twilight Zone or something. That's in the fucking back rooms. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I do think it would have been nice for OP to respond, to be like, I'm not interested, but you don't have to. You really don't have to, and all you can do is control your response, whether she does or doesn't. And this guy did not control himself at all. Fucking flew off the handle for no reason. Look at you. You're a fucking mess. Get it together. Anyway, let's go ahead and move into another post. See how it goes. It's Mark, everybody.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And OP asks if something's closed, and he says, tree remo. Tree removal? Okay. I do that and want a cuddle companion. OP says, lol, cuddles to keep warm in the depths of winter. And he says, yeah, it's approaching. You should come over. And OP says, I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice here. Before you start inviting women over and talking about cuddles, maybe show a little interest in them as people. Good luck out here. He says, first off, I have the Old Testament to read to you, and secondly, I can cook. Okay. Well, it sounds like I just dodged a huge fucking red flag. Thanks for letting me know nice and early, Mark. That was like good advice from OP, you know? I ask all the time, don't you want to walk around in her brain a little bit? Does that part not matter to you at all? I guess it doesn't to Mark. It's been made very clear, and by that I mean transparent. Completely fucking transparent individual. I wish he'd disappear for good. I can make him go away though. So goodbye, Mark. Goodbye! Here we've got some life advice from people who are clearly failing at life. He says, nice men get used and cheated on. Men that don't give a shit will always have an advantage over you weak-ass dudes. Who do you think these bitches be cheating on you soft-ass dudes with? Ha 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 ha. Just making believe that anybody's even interested slightly. Sure. Alright, whatever. But somebody agreed and they said, yeah, when you're genuinely a good and nice guy, your best bet is to avoid black women. Oh, now it wasn't really about race before, but yeah, he just come out and said it. Tell me how you really feel. You're guaranteed to get used, played, and cheated on, even if they fuck with you at all. They don't like nice guys or good men, and everyone knows it. Even a broken woman will only fuck with a good man long enough to get her shit back together. Then she'll crap on him, go right back to the type of dumbass dude that broke her stupid heart. What? Like, if that's your experience, that is sad, you know? But most of the relationships I've been in turn out relatively well. I think that's because I don't just hop into it. I'm scouting it out for a few months, like, who are you actually? If you're just like hollering at chicks at, I don't know, the fucking mall or wherever people do that now, the club. Like, of course, she didn't give a shit about you, you didn't give a shit about her. It's like a two-way street, you know? Talk to me a decade in, tell me how you feel about it, but probably he won't ever get a decade in because he points at everybody else and says, they're broken, when really you're you're fucking crumbled, dude. You're cooked as shit. Anyway, don't waste your time, my dudes. They have the highest childbirth rate and lowest marriage rate for a reason. 100 emoji. Why do black women get dunked on? That seems unfair. The girl that I dated before my wife was black, and we had a good time together, like kind of toxic and drunk way too often, but yeah, it was a good time, I think. Pretty sure she cheated on me one time though. I didn't care enough to even dig into it. I was checked out of the relationship, and then she left for a summer camp job, and I was like, yeah, just stay there. And that's how the breakup happened. However, the difference between me and this guy is my one experience isn't gonna have me be like, yeah, I verify the veracity of this post is proven. No, it's not. There's a lot of fucking different people out there, and they do things for a lot of different reasons. Like I said, I was checked out of that relationship. I was probably checked out before she even cheated. Whatever the fuck. Who cares? It's a ridiculous post. It's a ridiculous premise. Why would you say these things on the internet? Because you got hurt by a black chick one time. Well, I'm sorry about that little buckaroo. You know, chin up. You'll get him next time or some shit. I sort of want the gubbins in here, but no, that's fine. Well, we're gonna keep it pushing for now. Okay, this was short, but it's pretty good. He says, Chris here. You texted me earlier. I know I don't mean anything to you, but you mean something to me. And you'd be doing a tremendous favor by giving me a second chance. No reply. Kill yourself then, you fat broke bitch! He came hat in hand. And then she's like, and he threw his hat on the ground. Stomped all over it. Cut off his nose to spite his face. He couldn't even hold it together for more than one message. It's fucking crazy. Speed running delusion. Let's get into another one. This guy's from South Bend, Indiana, which, as we all know, amazing place. The entire town is essentially just the back rooms. No, I didn't even remember South Bend, Indiana existed. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Indianans. This is Danny. He says, Hi, I'm Danny. Nice to meet you. Not here to be saying vulgar things. I have respect. It makes me sick how guys talk to women like trash. I'm a hopeless romantic. Oh, yeah. That's what they all say to start, isn't it? OP says, well, a simple hello would have sufficed. Haha. Why the man-hating? Because he thinks he'll win some fucking extra points by dunking on his own gender. What he's really doing there is projecting his own inner thoughts and trying to mask them as hard as he can. I see through you, Danny. Like I said, I'm fucking sight beyond sight over here. And OP too, apparently. Danny says, I just don't send women my dog. I'm so sick of women talking about it. Men are garbage. OP says, yikes. Bye. Dude, that's so perfect. I wish that was the end of the conversation. That would be a good post in and of itself. And we would have learned a valuable lesson that day. Well, all of us watching. Probably not Danny. He don't seem the learning sort. That's all I'm saying. He says, you are done. And OP says 100%. And he says, I want a lady, not a cum dumpster. And she says, Lamau. Yeah, he's so respectful, dude. If that's what you are, then screw you, bitch. OP says, yeah, I respect women until they reject me. And then he sends a poster. What is this? That really sent the message home. I found this on Google and now I'm sending it to you. That's how mad I am. Okay, well... OP just doesn't want you to dunk on 50% of the population. And you know, I think it's a rare case when people go to bat for men. So, good on you, OP, you know? She probably has a dad or brother that she respects, you know? Sees how dudes can actually be. And it's good to know, because then you can spot the red flags from 1,000 miles out. You're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do any of that. The self-hatred, self-aggrandizement, that's so 2010, dude. You gotta get over that shit. I want to get the Gubbinses in here and see how they feel about this one. It went 0 to 100, didn't it?
Me call this one Sir Respectful the Rejected. He entered chat like knight in shining, I'm not like other guys' armor, and the second his ego stubbed toe, bam, he morphed into sewer goblin screeching, come dumpster. Truly a speedrun from gentleman to gremlin. Gubbins.
Please don't repeat those words. He could use it, but he's a nasty individual, okay? We don't need to sully our lips with such talk. How about you, Dark One? Generally, you're a bit more eloquent. Let's see.
His chivalry was never virtue, only camouflage. The politeness, the pity, the hopeless romantic talk, all just perfume overwrought. When she didn't worship him, the mask slid and the hate came bubbling out raw and hungry. He doesn't respect women. He resents them for existing beyond his control. Dark Gubbins.
Who fucking cooked? He resents them for existing beyond his control. Yeah, that's all I want. I'm a hopeless romantic. And by that, I mean I want to control your every thought and movement. Okay. Well, fucking good luck out there, buddy. What an absolute dumpster fire. But it's beautiful. You love to see it. We'll go ahead and get into another one. Our next nice guy says, "Hey, wanna hang out sometime next week? We could grab dinner or drinks, whatever you want." Whatever you want. You're giving away the power too early. First message, you're already fucking simping. OP says, "Well, hi. If I'm being honest, I don't see this going anywhere, but you're a nice guy and I'd like to be friends." He says, "Do you seriously think that I would want to be friends with you? No guy wants to be friends with a beautiful woman." What? Why not? That's a ludicrous statement. What are you talking about? You think you're so untouchable and out of everyone's league, but you're not. Get over yourself. All I did was ask nicely and you can't even give me a shot. I did everything right. I ended up spending over $300 that night and didn't even get anything in return, but like, yeah, you're pretty, but that doesn't give you the right to treat men like trash. You definitely get off on rejecting men. Yeah, $300. Maybe you shouldn't have spent the $300 if you were expecting to get something out of it, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I threw my money away and now I'm mad about it. Well, fucking cry me a river. I literally have nothing else to say. We had a nice time. Was that not worth $300 to you? I'd say it's unfortunate that OP, decided that he was more friend material, but at least she was upfront about it, The classiest move would be like, what, you want half of it back? Send him $150? Now you ain't got nothing on me. Shut up. But I don't know. Probably it's better to hang on to the $150. Chalk this one up as a life lesson, buddy boy. He won't. He never does. Far be it from him to have any sort of self-reflection. Whatever. I guess we'll get into another post. Our next poster said, "Because we all know men dropping unsolicited photos in our DMs translates to a healthy, loving relationship." And then the nice guy pops in and says, "Y'all can go fuck yourselves, TBH. Spent years messaging fucking femcels and FA women, only for you to treat me like I'm some goddamn plague. Never any hint of disrespect. I just want some conversation and to get to know them. Women don't give a shit. Lonely, but ignore all the men who actually want to connect. Pieces of trash." Well, maybe you shouldn't call them pieces of trash if you wanted to connect. That's generally a bad way to go. You're starting off on the wrong foot there, buddy boy. I will say that, women are a bit more trepidatious when it comes to opening new relationships, I think. And that's for good reason. Like, you've proven the point. I don't know if you realize it, but they clocked you right on. They're like, I should not interact with this person. Wow, they were right the entire time. If you legitimately were lonely and trying to get to know somebody, then I am sorrowful for you. I feel a lot of sympathy there. The thing is, though, I don't think you were just trying to have a conversation. Why is it important that they're femcels? They're women, you see? You could just have a conversation with your buddy. Don't you want to have a conversation with your buddy? He's like, "No, I can't fuck my buddy." I mean, you could, but whatever. That's another road. We're not talking about that today. Really, really strange and salty post, but what else do we expect from nice guys? We'll keep it moving. This nice guy comes, like, completely out of left field. I don't know if they've had an interaction before this one. But he says, "How many bodies do you have?" And OP says, "Yeah, wild question, bro." That is so out of the blue. So probably, yeah, previous conversation. But still, wild question. Also, 69 messages, nice. Although I think the current meme is 6'7". If you got walk up to your kids. You got kids? Tell them 6'7", and they'll fucking freak out. 6'7". I don't know what it means. It's terrible. Only if your kids have seen the same brain rot shit that mine have, I guess. He just says, "My bad, I'm drunk, but like, how many? Or did you lose count?" She says, "None of your business." Bro, I don't think you're ready to take that ride, okay? Sometimes you don't want to open the box and look what's in, That's a barrel of fish that you can't put the monkeys back in, you know what I'm saying? He says, "That's what I thought." And she says, "Well, why the heck are you asking?" And he says, "Because You still give me pain. How do you cope with pain? Do you even know what it's like to actually lose a best friend? Oh, did you guys like bone it out? Now it's kind of weird between you. The friendship dissolved. Happens all the time. Just, yeah, don't blur the lines. It's good to not blur lines as far as I'm concerned. I'm just kind of grieving because of loss, and sometimes I have spiritual overload that sometimes I just gotta be human. What the fuck are you talking about? Spiritual overload. But girls like you don't know what that's like. Oh yeah, just women have no idea. Let me tell you something, fucking baby man. You know what spiritual overload is having the life of your wife and children in your hands, providing and supporting for them. You know what I mean? That's the only part of the experience that still gives me spiritual overload. You're just like fucking high school things, like, oh, I put it in you and I wanted to do it again, but you didn't, or whatever the fuck is going on here. Who cares? Who cares? Anyway, he says, I just don't understand why even in person you couldn't just say you're lost and just admit that you're human. What? He's trying to bring her to Jesus or something like that. I just gotta say, God bless. There it is. Because literally, you don't care about anything. Like 97% of the population today. Everything is literally so meaningless. The Bible says it best. Holy fuck. I mean, yeah, the Bible's definitely onto something. Allow that to bring you comfort in your time of need. And it's not a joke at all. You know, it can carry you through some of your darkest struggles. At least that's what I've found. Other people like different things, and I think that's okay too. Just don't, you know, make it weird. This guy's, he's basically making it weird. The devil just loves picking on people who have purpose. Yeah, that's why they're coming after you, dude. Don't worry about it. Fucking, you just keep your head up. You keep pushing forward. It's easy. Stop giving a shit about anything that doesn't matter. And if you really break it down, I think you'll find a lot of these things just do not matter. OP says, bro, you don't know anything about me, lol. I definitely understand loss and pain better than you could think, and I know I'm not a perfect person. I could easily admit that. I do care about things, just not guys like you. Damn, what'd he do, though? I mean, he's, you know, Christian and sort of Bible-thumping towards her, but, aside from that, I guess, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit melodramatic and mopey, fucking, pity-baiting the entire time. I don't know if I like the cut of his jib too much. He says, I know more than you think. Your whole personality's surrounded around an empty bottle and broken dreams. You probably slept with so many guys that you want a guy with purpose but are too scared to let go of your ways that hurt all your relationships. You love using guys as toys, because maybe that's how you were taught. I mean, I can see that he's trying to suss it out. He wants to save her or whatever, but sometimes you gotta let people sit with their own decisions. I offered you a lifeline, you didn't climb out, that's fine. Goodbye. I can't leave the lifeline here though, I gotta take it with me. I might need it later. That's why when you said after our first date, when you drink all your morals change, and when we went out again you said all you do is drink on the weekends. You don't bang on the first date, but you also don't mind having a train ran on you, cause you got that luxury, but expect guys you date to have a life. That's funny. Bro, that's something you opened up about in the first or second date? Tell me early on the first date. I can be like, okay, I'll pay for the water that I had and leave. I don't think so, dude. And the fact you're trying to bring her around, no. If she doesn't want saving, that's fine. You're not gonna fucking twist her arm into it. This is the path you chose. See how it pans out, you know? I'm going this way. We may never meet again until, you know, decade or two down the road. Facebook friend request comes in. Who is that? Oh, I vaguely remember. Denied. OP says, lol, okay, pal, I actually don't do anything that you've just said. Oh, see? So he's just making up a bunch of shit. I'm letting him get in my mental mind. No, this guy's terrible. He's got this whole weird, like, I'm gonna save everybody narrative Jesus put that into his head. He's like, this is my mission in life. I'm gonna prevent a train from being ran on that girl. Okay. Well, you know, that's an achievable goal. We're not shooting for the moon there. Just put on your Urkel glasses and walk over and be like, hey guys, can I join? Anyway, he says, your life is so meaningless and so NPC. Yeah, not like me. The ascended Christian. I see it all. I think the first step is admitting that you don't really know shit. You've sinned too, friend, so let's not be so high and mighty, you said it all and forgot everything because you drank it all away. Wow, you're a dumb bitch. That's hilarious, dude. I mean, yeah, alcohol definitely loosens the lips and such, but I don't know if I truly believe this guy 100%. He's got like his own narrative going on for sure. She says, I only go out and drink with my girls, and I've never done a train. Lol.
Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Release the brainstorm to make your motherfucking brain warm.
But yeah, okay. You're just mad because I don't like you. That's really what it boils down to, isn't it? He just wants somebody to like him so bad. He's like, Jesus will send me the right one. And he finally got a match on the dating app or whatever. See, now I'm doing what he's doing and making up a story for him. But he got a match on the dating app after he prayed really hard about it. And he's like, oh my God, she's the one. And it's like, no, dude. It could have been like a cool, maybe casual thing if you didn't make it all weird. I'm gonna get really high and mighty and religious on you. It's like, I don't think that's a good way to go, but okay. Dude says, you did like me until I had a purpose, which scares you. What the fuck purpose are you talking about? It's really ominous, the way that you keep repeating that. You only bang loser dudes with nice bodies. That's why I can never live up to your standard. Cause I actually act on my dreams and goals while you're still in the party and club scene. Have fun is all I could say. I mean, you guys went out drinking. Was it to a bar or club? I don't know. I don't know who to believe. I'm being gaslit on all sides. OP says, nah, I had no intention of getting. And then there's something cut out there, which is pretty fucking sus if you ask me. I don't know, dude. I don't know. He's making a case. But he's also kind of insufferable in his own way. Maybe everybody could just suck here. She says, yeah, I'm also really not into the party scene, lol. But yeah, okay, pal. You're just mad I didn't want to get with you. And for good reason, because you are not a good guy. Yeah, I smell that out too, you know? He's hiding behind the religion thing. It's like, I got all these upright morals. That's only because you feel the rot deep inside of you. He says, you're right. I'm a bad guy for playing the nice guy act for so long. Honestly, you just gave me so much relief for saying you had no intention on getting with me. You really are just out here for attention then. It'd be nice if you said that, but why ruin the fun of breaking hearts? Yeah, he might have actually felt something for this chick. Put his whole shit on the line and made it weird. I don't know. I wish I was a fly on the wall. Like, I think they had a second date. It didn't completely flop. But yeah, something really weird is going on between both of them. You all need therapy. We made out only when you were drunk, but you didn't want to bang because you were banging your Chick-fil-A coworker. Plus, you had like another friend with benefits. And the friend with benefits thing was fun for me too until it was meaningless. You still hook up. And you're too afraid to admit that. You're clearly a princess, and I'm surprised you're not married yet because so many men love you. I mean, he's laying it on the line right now. He's sort of spelling out the whole story. But what I sense here is a lot of bitterness from Nice Guy. You know, oh, so many men love you. Meanwhile, he's here, you know, swiping 2,000 people and getting maybe one text back. It's a brutal world for dudes. It's cold, it's lonely. But yeah, like I've said before, women have the opposite problem, where they're crowded all the time. And he says, you offer so much more than your looks. I just don't know what that is, because your personality comes out when you're drunk. I mean, sometimes it's good to grease the social wheels and whatnot. A little bit of beer lubricant. He says, yes, I'm hurt, and I know you don't care, but I actually feel sorry for you. Honestly, God bless you. You're a wonderful human being, and I'm free of you because your intentions were finally clear. You don't care about life, and people need to be like you, seriously. Not caring about life? Honestly, I've said that a lot. Like, you already give a fuck about too much. I'll tell you what I care about. Wife, kids, ReddX Industries employees. They count on one hand. Anyway, OP says, yo, you really trying to call me a hoe because I wouldn't sleep with you, lol? Yeah, when I was 16, I had a friends with benefits. That was 5 years ago, man. People change. Present time? No, I don't do that with anyone because I'm not about that life like you are. That's really what it is about. He's trying to play a little game of wiggle worm. That's all. That's all that is. And all the lies and the slander, it only serves to mask his true intention, just like the religion thing. I'll be for real. I believe you, OP. maybe the only reliable narrator here. This guy's taken me on many twists and turns. So why are you scared to see your body count? OP says, you are a walking red flag. I ain't scared. It's just not your business. Yeah. Like I said, whether it was 3 or 300, it's not going to make you feel any better about your 0, okay? He says, your business is meaningless. Your life is not worth living. I'm sorry. I would hate to have your mindset on life and be a deadbeat. I'm a red flag because I say things people, probably, are scared to say or something like that. I'm an asshole on purpose. Okay, cool. That's almost a personality too. Your life is not worth living. That's complete projection. This guy is lost in the fucking sauce. He's turned to religion to try and fix it. But it's never going to be fixed because the problem is inside. You're too busy pointing the finger at fucking everybody around you, you moron. I'm a red flag because I'm real. I'm a red flag because I'm weird. But I own up to all of it. I mean, yeah, if you already know that about yourself, then you're basically impenetrable. But also, we could course correct a little, like slightly less weird, not so forceful with the Bible thumping and judging others. Maybe it was just the first date that they went through. I don't remember that far back. OP says, my guy, go back to jerking it on the hub. That's the closest you'll get to being accepted. My life is actually pretty great. Well, yeah, I guess some ad hominems had to come from OP's side too, We are slinging some mud here, but I know that cuts him extra deep because he does that, like, a lot. That's all he does, aside from swiping on Tinder. Nice Guy says, yeah, getting drunk and working every day with no guys to love or friends that tell you only what you want to hear. Yeah, that sounds lit, man. I like how the hub's the one thing you can think of. You must watch it all the time after you hook up with guys with no life. You live in chaos. Your life is chaos. You want to present this version of yourself, this regimented religious man, but like just from the way you speak so disdainfully towards others, I can tell that you don't have it together at all. You really need to work on that, okay? He's not going to. He's going to spend his time yelling at women on the internet. That'll fix it! You can't handle a man with peace and tries to live tortuously and admits to his sinful nature and doesn't hide it. It's just too boring for you to be with a Christian guy who doesn't drink or smoke or break the rules. Yeah, sounds boring as fuck, honestly. I do like a little bit of chaos. I think everybody likes a little bit of chaos. You gotta sprinkle it in, That's what makes it flavorful. He says, you crave that mysterious fuckboy energy. It's okay that you do. That's normal. It feels peaceful, dropping that persona. Yeah, I was actually presenting you a mask this entire time. Okay, well, it's good I didn't trust you. Repeat ad nauseum for every post forever. Opie says, I don't drink every day, lol, and I actually do have friends, and I have a life. Like, everything you saying tonight is exactly why I do not like you. Yeah, he's judgmental and weird and, like, will just make shit up. Two separate things that you mentioned, he just mushes them together in his stupid brain because that's what fits his fucking savior complex. Of course, he misses the point completely and only asks her back, "So, you don't believe in God?" "I believe in God." OP says, I don't crave that. Like, I want a genially good guy, which you are not. Yeah, you talk down about people, you're just all fucking, you're in your own shit, alright? Get it figured out, thanks so much. Where the heck did you even get that from? He says, "That's all I need to know. Bye." She says, I actually do believe in God, but okay, bro. Personally, I'm gonna thank God every day that you are not anywhere near me. Yes, good morning, Jesus. Thank you for keeping that creep away. I love it. He says, "Everything that I'm saying is exactly why you don't like me. I've been talking about biblical stuff, and you don't like that stuff." You haven't quoted any scripture, just so you know. Won't you tell us the parable of the wheat seeds or some shit like that? Please, I'm begging you. And he says, "I talked about you ripping my heart out and you not being honest. You're not reasonable. You suck at conversation and you love hurting people, which in turn creates monsters." Yeah, now anything that I do, I can shuffle it off onto you. You're the reason that I did this. You have to sit with that at the end of the day. I don't know what monstrous act you're planning, but you're gonna have to fucking answer for it at some point. That is, if he even really believes in an afterlife. He might just be using it as a wedge and a mask and, just a really sociopathic monster. I don't know. OP says, "All your messages are you basically saying you think I'm a whore because I wouldn't sleep with you, lol. Bro, you barely know me, so don't be acting all sad." No, that's why early on I saw where he was coming from. I see the sprawling desert that is dating apps for men. He was excited. He really thought he had something here. She might be drunk as shit, but I could fix her. It wasn't gonna work out. I'll tell you that right now. I'm seeing through dimensions, and yeah, that's a divorce. Two kids that didn't need to exist. First one didn't fix the marriage, let's try one more time. Nice Guy says, "I'm thanking God now for having me feel something thrilling tonight. I'm thanking him as I talk to you. I thank him that I'm alive. I thanked him for getting connected back with you, but you did not change, so my human self felt pain, while my spirit stayed the same." Okay, but are you thanking him that your spirit stayed the same? Oh yeah, I want to thank him. I want to thank him so hard and deep. Okay. You sleep with dudes as you go on dates with guys who want serious relationships. You're sleeping with one right now, I already know. I felt it in my gut the moment I felt your aura. Oh, see? Now we're getting off in the weeds into some weird shit. This is why he's creating all this fucking narrative for himself. Jesus has granted me— No, you're a normal fucking dude and most of the universe doesn't care, okay? You're only making things worse, both for yourself and the people around you. Anyway, you did it before when I wanted a bowling date, but you dropped your morals as you went and drank at the party. You told me when we first met, and the second first date we had, you said all you do for fun is drink with friends at clubs, which is no different from partying, and all you do is work because you want to travel, but you have no purpose on a future with any guy, but expect the guy you date to have a purpose, but then you lose respect when he says what he does. Did she say all that while she was drunk, or are you just spinning another fucking... It's so exhausting when you just take people at their words. You've got so many schemes and machinations behind the scenes. Could you say what you mean? Would that be so very fucking hard? Anyway. It was fun playing ping pong and mini golf with you. Sincerely. That's how I date. I like to spend quality time, not at bars, but playing board games and sports games with girls I go out with. Cause it's more meaningful than hooking up with them in cars or parties like I used to do when I was a man whore, okay? I was! Oh goodness. Your demeanor and presentation leads me to believe that, that was a lie. You're out here playing fucking Connect 4 and then wonder why you can't Connect 2, you know? What's happening here? I had 3 in a row. I thought I was in like Flynn. He continues. But I need someone who can be straight up with me, and you just can't seem to do that. I haven't watched adult videos in over a week, and if you knew anything about guys, you would know that we struggle with lust more than females. Wait, what?
I'm so excited! It's yoga time! Only men invited!
If your lustful actions are greater than females as a collective whole, like I don't know, dude. That's a wild thing to state out loud. Oh, now I know what he means by man whore. He was taken in the poop chute for a 20 behind the Kmart. It's not gay, it's just a transaction. Yeah, basically, I'm glad you could open up about that. I'm glad you found Jesus since then. I guess him and I both just rewrite the narrative back and forth. It's like that episode of Black Mirror. Have you seen the recent season? Weird chick builds a quantum computer that rewrites history, as she said, or slides into alternate timelines. It's not really rewriting history. Oh, sorry, spoilers. I fucked it up. I fucked it all up, guys. Probably the people who wanted to see it already seen it, right? If not, where's your head at? Where's your head? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I got sidetracked by the gay thing. There are more suicides than you guys too, because there's more pressure on us to be the good guys all the time. Even when the girl makes out with a guy in front of them, and they have to be forced to be okay with that and be stoic. I should've just moved on, but clearly I couldn't let things go until I told you how I felt. She made out with a dude in front of you and you didn't fucking walk out. Like, where's your self-respect? That's what I have to say. That is ludicrous for you to sit there and... That's not being stoic, that's being a fucking doormat. There's a big difference. Part of stoicism is choosing how you react to things, not just sitting there like a fucking lump and not reacting to things. That seems like a pretty snap decision to me. Clearly, yeah, this is not gonna work out. If you were such a man whore, I think you would not be getting this attached immediately. Sitting here watching her make out with another dude and like, I'll get my turn next. That's what he thought a train was. He's the caboose the entire time. The caboose never gets to go. The caboose takes them the caboose for $20 behind the Kmart. Oh, fuck. This is a great episode. I love this episode. Okay. He says, and thanks for still replying, even though you've already ghosted me, which is the new norm since COVID. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that was a recent thing. And I overthink. That's my main weakness. I could have slept with like 50 bodies by now if I didn't overthink. Yeah, and probably you'd have AIDS. Like, it's not always a good idea, alright? You need to consider this carefully. 50 hypothetical bodies still adds up to goose egg IRL. I don't know what to tell you, son. He says, but there's times I overthink was when the girl practically threw herself at me and I couldn't just hit it and quit it like all my frat friends. Yeah, he's like, I'll have my turn next. I never had a good father figure and I wasn't treated as a fucking... Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Lay it out, buddy. And I wasn't treated well growing up, even when I did the right thing, or even when I did nothing. And sometimes just not breathing feels so amazing sometimes, because everything's meaningless. And if I died right now, I'd actually die happy, knowing that my life is more meaningful. Up emoji, up there, than down here. Why didn't you put the down emoji? Or devil emoji? You're probably never gonna read this or respond to it, or you probably say something mean, and it's honestly fine, because not breathing feels so good. Can I ask you something there, son? Did you listen to a lot of Linkin Park? That's what this feels like to me. Just some of that emo edge that was very popular for a while and then faded away with good reason. Or maybe it didn't fade away. Maybe it just permeated all of society. I think that's that's a more accurate judgment of all this. But the trauma dump at the end, that's the cherry on top. I love it so much. He's been overly honest this entire time, except for the fact that he's, you know, masking his true feelings. Like, if you weren't masking your true feelings, you would have punched that fucking dude who kissed your date at the bar or whatever. At least grabbed his shoulder and be like, hey, buddy, you didn't even do that. You couldn't even bring yourself to walk out. She turned around with her smeared ass lipstick and wiped his saliva off her chin and continued a conversation with you. I'm flabbergasted. What are you doing? I can't have it be like this. I feel so bad for you on some level, but also you're a judgmental prick, and you need to get your shit sorted out before pulling other people into the pile. There's no reason for all that.
He say men got it hard, then immediately lists 50 imaginary girlfriends that threw themselves at him. Gubbins diagnosed, terminal cope.
Yeah, if we could fast forward that a bit to terminated, I'd be grateful. How do you feel, Dark One?
A ghost army of women that only exist in his mind. Each one a monument to the fantasy that he could have been loved, if only the world was fair. He wants sympathy, not healing. Dark Gubbins.
And that's why I can't give him any sympathy, because he's quite full enough, isn't he? Maybe not. But at a certain point you're gonna learn that sitting there and being a fucking sad sack ain't gonna fix it for you. You gotta get up and pull yourself out. Good luck with it, friendo. And to the rest of you as well. Obviously, if you listen to these videos often, like you've got some shit figured out probably. At least that's the way that I'd do things if I was you. And if I was you also, I'd donate to myself over on Patreon, YouTube memberships, YouTube super chats I do appreciate, of course. We got a fourth wall if you want some merch, podcast services, on iTunes, Spotify, basically a whole bunch of podcasts, Box, Deezer. Like, I've never heard of these shits, but I'm out there. All I had to do is click a button and it goes out there, so it's neat. Anyway, I'll see you over there. Perhaps, maybe, if not, then, you know, tomorrow. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.